Namaskar. In astrology educational videos, I have already discussed about Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus and Saturn. My today's discussion is about Rahu. What kind of character Rahu indicates? What effects of Rahu fall on human life and various things that Rahu indicates are the subject of today's video. Before starting the discussion, I'd like to request you to subscribe the channel if you are new to my channel, to support me and watch varieties discussions on astrology. According to Puranas, after churning the ocean, produce nectar. When the gods gathered to drink the nectar to become immortal, a demon disguised as them, that means like God, began to drink it. Sun and moon recognized him among the gods and informed Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu immediately separated the demon's body and head with his Sudarshan chakra. But after drinking the nectar, the immortal demon remained alive. This bifurcated demon is known as Rahu, the upper portion, and Ketu, the lower part. He knows that the sun and moon are the cause of his misfortune. So he consumes the sun and the moon in between, which causes eclipses of sun and moon. It is said in the Puranas. An astrological truth is illustrated on this myth. Our body has two parts, an inner body and an outer body. This inner body is the God and the outer body is the demon. The inner body is immortal and the outer body is mortal. The external body is reanimated in the death revival of Venus. But it is transmigration. Death creates a gap even for a moment between his former body and his new body. His unity is not uninterrupted. The formula of the unity of the inner body, however, is not separated at any time, under any condition, in sleep, in wakefulness, in life and death. His stream of unity is unbroken. The inner body of ours has two divisions. One is intellect and the other is sensation. The center of this emotional level is the moon and its manifest aspect is Rahu and its occult aspect is Ketu. The expressive side of feelings is rooted in the association of the senses with the material matter. Although material matter and consciousness are opposites, the sense of sound, touch, form, smell arise out of material matter. Rahu is the bridge between consciousness and matter. In the sense of incorporeal demon, consciousness manifested as imperishable feelings. Rahu is an immortal demon. Even after coming in touch of God, he could not give up his monster nature. Just as Saturn on the physical level considers gross form as the absolute truth, on the emotional level, Rahu considers the sensations, sound, touch, form, taste, smell as the only truth. Even though he is immortal, he could not shake off the monster innate fear of death. So even though he is immortal, he is bifurcated. He knows the sensations of form, sense, sound, touch, smell as life. Therefore, the fear of extinction of these senses manifests itself as the fear of death to him. Even though the subject of feeling is outside, the demonic nature within which is its root, Rahu is incapable of understanding, so as the momentary pleasure of sensual feelings arises in him. Behind it is deep despair and fear. This feeling will not exist. That is why, like Saturn, the worshipper of material, Rahu, the worshipper of concrete feelings, also has the horror of death. His cries vary in color. Rahu is the lord of all concrete feelings. In him, all feelings are expressed in certain direct forms. There is no ambiguity anywhere in that expression. Therefore, those born under Rahu's rulership have a strong emotional personality. The feelings between them are intense and clear. They have great hunger, wild desire, unquenchable thirst, etc. Sensuous feeling is the limit of the world. Like Ravana, they want to absorb all the means of enjoyment. Like Charvaka, like Epicure, they want to say enjoyment is the only thing desired. Rahu has a strong desire of enjoyment, although he does not want to be lonely. Like Saturn, Rahu has a strong desire for enjoyment, although he does not want to be lonely like Saturn. Although he does not want to live in the forest, he feels sad in society. He socializes but cannot social. Because of his immense greed, he wants to absorb everything himself, and for that society abandons him or he leaves the society. This selfishness creates jealousy, hatred, rivalry in him. Through Rahu, there emerges a most monstrous form of intense selfish sensuality with not even a thin veil of shyness, not softened in the least by lust, modesty, or beauty. Rahu does not have the capacity to understand how shameless, ugly nudity makes everyone around him suffer. In Rahu, selfishness is more pronounced than arrogance. Mars pride does not manifest in him. He does not understand the meaning of freedom or leadership like him. Whoever the leader, he has no objection. He has no grudge against slavery if it is within his power to fetch all of the consumables. His appetite is not satisfied. His thirst is not satisfied. Give more, give more. This is the motto of him. He wants to drink the 7 seas, the 8 horizons. Even elephants cannot satisfy his hunger. His sorrow is that the desire of the mind are infinite, but the body is limited. His desire for enjoyment cannot be contained by the grossly limited body. Behind his intense appetite is the pain that can't be enjoyed even if he wants to. Society, policy altogether have hidden the consumable forms from his grasps. He may crush society. He may trample principles under his feet. But the greatest sorrow of all is the inability of his own body. So Rahu has strong passion, unrestrained desire on the one hand, and on the other hand, the intense burning anger of failure, futility. Those born under the rulership of Rahu will have to experience intense burning of unsatisfied desires. If Rahu is unfavorable, then there will be the extreme. But some suffering from unsatisfied desires in inevitable, even with favorable Rahu. Rahu is called Chandal. There is a complete lack of elegance, restraint, gentleness, decency in him. Brutality and incivility are characteristic of him. In it is the full expression of animal nature. The concept of subtle transcendental matters is impossible for him. He does not understand anything other than gross feeling. He has no knowledge of good or bad. The sense of beauty is immature in him. The color attracts him, that is bright. The melody he likes, that is loud. The smell he likes, that is fierce. Image, music, someone's consonance is inaccessible to his intellect. He rejects feelings that do not come through the senses, feelings that do not grasp him in concrete form. Cut head is the counterpart of Rahu. 5 senses are present in our brain: eyes, ear, nose, tongue and skin. There is skin in every body, but there is no other place in the body that has a strong sense of touch like the tip of the tongue. So, we can easily understand that the word "cut-head" is the denotator of complete form, smell, sense, enjoyment, etc. Chinnamasta Devi is Rahu's worshipping goddess. She is drinking through her throat. Her slit throat exuded bloodstream. That is, sense feeling in the form of threads are consuming everything inside us. The 5 senses bind us in such a way that we have to express all the feelings through sound, touch, shape, juice, smell, etc. There is no other way. In order to make the knowledge of the transcendental sense also comprehensible, it has to be connected with the sense. This nature of Rahu brings down him who is in higher position, and he who is great, he sets in the midst. So inimical Rahu is very dangerous. Rahu, though self-sacrificing, is not self-constrained. He wants to enjoy. That is why he does not have sense of savings like Saturn. He spends as he collects. Because of this aspect of him, he does not prevent wife getting or child getting, but also does not prevent destruction of wife and son. He cannot remain one way for long, because if the same feelings persist for a long time, the sense no longer want to respond to it. That is why Rahu has most variability. That is why Rahu is the cause of aimless travel, on which Rahu's influence falls on work. The work will change many times in his life. It is impossible for him to stay fixed on one work. These 2 planets, Saturn and Rahu, are known as sin planets or inauspicious planet. Both indicate death and sorrow. Saturn indicates shape, that is sound, touch, form, juice, smell, matter, or subject are Saturn, and its direct sense is Rahu. Object is mortal, so its immediate sense is also mortal. Therefore, death manifests itself in both. There is sorrow in both. In him, Saturn's grief is full of despair and depression. Rahu's grief is full of fear and excitement. Saturn waits for death in desperation, but his ugly teeth, falling hair, fur, skin, loose body herald death to him long time ago. Rahu, terrified to death, seek to flee from him in trembling feet, clinging to the senses, but from behind the wheel of time bisects him. These Saturn and Rahu again the lord of material fortune. Those who are envied by outsiders, whose favors are sought by banks, who are automatically honored by kings or governments. Most of the rich and landed property holders are Saturn Rahu favored persons. By the grace of Rahu, they absorbed all goods themselves, and by the grace of Saturn, they store it in themselves. They accepted both sense perception and gross objects as absolute truth. Outsiders envy them, but if they could see inside, what a burden Saturn Rahu has placed there. Some of them who will get favorable influence of planets like Jupiter, Sun, Moon, etc. may be very beneficial to the world, but still some aspects of Saturn Rahu emerge from them too. How many misfortunes, how many tears, how much pain is laden with their capitalized meaning. It seems that Saturn Rahu themselves can tell. In a word, Rahu's statements, my will, my pleasure will not be disturbed, whatever yours may be. The manager of Rahu favored landlord banks his stick at the door to door, destitute, endangered, indebted people, and says, my employer needs it. Even if you don't get food, I want it. The biggest car, the best dress, or else he won't go. 5 lakh rupees in a festival. If it is paint, people will be surprised to give praise. That's all he needs. You don't have much, or you won't have anything more, no matter. But I want it. Rahu's representative is Mahajan. That means who gives loan at high interest. Among them, not only the cow-eating Kabulis, but also the non-violence worshipping Jain Marwari, the Vishnu worshipping Bengali Vaishya, and the Gayatri chanting Brahmin. They exile the needy, flee Rahu's victory, fly Rahu's victory flag. They need interest, want the interest of interest. A needy person does not need anything. They want all. What Rahu indicates in our body, I have told in the video on medical astrology. The link is given in the description. Please check it. Rahu and Ketu said to be the shadow of conjunction of Sun and Moon. So actually Rahu and Ketu cannot be called planets. But be it or not, their functions as other planets has been specifically mentioned in astrology, and it can be particularly realized that Rahu and Ketu have their own significance. What are Rahu Ketu's form, or what are Rahu Ketu? I explained about that in another video. The link is given in the description. You can check it also. As Rahu is a demon, a strong desire of pleasure will remain in him. He has a strong desire to enjoy, but because he has no body, his desire is not quenched and therefore feels burning sensation. That's why he easily gives up his virtue, integrity and honesty to fulfill his desire. There is no end to Rahu's desire. If Rahu is auspicious and strong in anyone's horoscope, the native will be very wealthy. Rahu indicates direct sense of sound, touch, smell, desire for enjoyment, subjection to pleasure, pleasures and sorrows due to enjoyment, unsatisfied or unsatisfied desires, feelings of hunger and thirst, sensuality, excessive and strong desire, desire to acquire all things, selfishness, self-indulgence, lack of sense of beauty, lack of spirituality, do not like to donate. Like Saturn, Rahu may spend enough on himself, but so that he has no resources of his own, does not give a penny. Shamelessness, intemperate consumption, selfishness, obesity, ugliness, vulgarity, indecency, imprudent, impurity, avarice, corruption, self-sufficiency, etc. In the outside world, Rahu indicates suffering person, dirty, unsightly dresser, self-indulgent and sensual person, harlot, animal-natured person, ugly and displeasing place, ugly object, object of enjoyment, big unwieldy object, meta games and meta spaces, money earned by reprehensible means, all animals, thieves, gamblers, robbers, money grabbers, miscreants, tyrants, etc. Rahu also indicates intemperate indulgence, depravity, sinfulness, promiscuity, corruption, ugliness, vindictiveness, lasciviousness, promiscuity, animal cruelty, theft, tyranny, ingratitude, destruction, riot, rough appearance, gambling or place of gambling, earning money by disgraceful means, enjoyment, changeableness, traveling, sleep, illusion, forest dweller, revolution, sorrow, face, tamasic qualities, heir, grandfather, ancestor. Rahu is greed and deceitful. He assumed external comfort to be real one, but even after getting it, he was not satisfied. He is not even close to virtue, decency, and honesty. He is very sweet on his speech, but his heart is poisonous. Rahu in adverse condition is very terrible. He has no dislike for any mean word. Rahu has mouth, eyes, tongue, nose, ears, but no body. He does not get satisfaction from enjoyment because he does not have a body. Wants to enjoy more for the satisfaction of enjoyment. So there is no end of Rahu's enjoyment or desire. By understanding the character of Rahu properly and with which planets Rahu is associated and in which way Rahu is positioned in the horoscope, all these things have to be judged and then prediction can be made in a combined way. So for today, please like and share the video so that the video reaches all those who want to learn astrology. In next video of this educational series, I will discuss about the significance of Ketu. Namaskar.